traders, welcome back to another video. So let's talk a little bit about what commitment really is and what is self-accountability. Every time when I have this kind of topic within our trade club or to anyone else, I always ask them, hey, are you interested or are you committed? The other day I heard these podcasts when someone asked this question, and he goes like, are you interested or are you committed? And to me, it resonated with my mindset a lot, because since I was very young, most of you, if you watch our video from the beginning until right now, we got about 4.4k subs. I started trading very early, and I started at 18 years old, and I've been in the market for nearly 6 years. I can't believe it sometimes when I talk about it. I've been trading the market for nearly 6 years. So it's a hell of a journey. And you see right now, my youngest baby, he's in the hospital. My older baby, he's a little bit sick. I'm sick as well. Sore throat, fever, headaches, but things have to be done. A lot of times I see people, they feel sick and they just stop doing whatever they need to do. To me, that is a kind of it's just not being accountable to your own task, to your own routine. Some of you, if you watch this, you might think, hey, that's about self-love, right? When you're sick, why do you still work? No, you have to. And to me, I don't just work for myself. I always believe that whatever that I do right now is for the family. I got 2 sons. I got a beautiful wife. We got a beautiful family. I got my parents, which I haven't retired them. And I got siblings. Of course, I don't need to take care of my siblings, but things can happen. I always visualize that what if someday my parents come to me and say, hey, they need $1 million. How should you react? Right? These are things that you cannot really predict, and that's why I always feel like I have the urge to work the hardest. And I'm not there competing among my siblings, among anyone else, but I just genuinely, I sincerely feel like I need to work harder. And ever since running the 1%ers Trade Club, running the community, having mentees, having students, having members, it gave me even a stronger sense of accountability. As in, I always try to make sure all of them do well, and sometimes it gets to a point where I'm feeling a bit of pressure, because if you're like me, I believe some of you are sort of a perfectionist. You're trying to make sure you take care of everyone. You're trying to make sure you complete all your tasks, while at the same time you want to balance out taking care of your family. You probably have the same overwhelming pressure or some sort of tension that you're constantly having, and that's, for me, that's my case. I always feel like, there's so much thing to do. Whenever I'm feeling with my whenever I'm done with my job, I'm done with helping the members, I'm done with all of the things, then I'll go back to my family. I'll check and make sure that my kids are okay, my wife's safe. And after they're okay, after helping my wife for a little bit, then I'll come back to my work. So it's been about 2.5 years since I had my first kid. So my big boy is currently about 2.5 years old, and my second boy right now is about 4 months old. So ever since having kids, I can honestly tell you, life has been pretty hectic, so busy, and it's just very busy. Sometimes I do have the really lots of tension that I don't even know how should I relieve them. Now, a lot of times, because me and my wife these days, we are busy as well. She's busy taking care of kids. She's busy helping me with some admin stuff. One of the thing is, previously we printed out the 1%ers Trade Club t-shirt, our merch. I'm not wearing it right now, but if you look at our previous video defining consistency, you can see where I'm wearing a Trade Club t-shirt. One of the things that she's been doing is dealing with the seller, printing t-shirts, designing them, and we're shipping to our members for over 10 plus countries. So it's been pretty it's a tough thing as well. You won't see many people do that. I bet you will never see any community owner, any founder doing that, because it's first thing first, it's not cheap. Second thing is quite troublesome. But I'm happy to do that because when I decided to do our own merch, I saw the smile on some of our members, some of our traders, and they told me that they're so excited for the merch, and to me it gave me some sort of motivation as well. And that's why I told my wife, no matter what's the cost, what's the shipping cost, whatever, just ship to them, it's okay. And yeah, yesterday my little boy just admitted hospital, my newborn baby, about 3 to 4 months old. He just admitted hospital. Things like this can always happen. Very unexpected. He was infected with some sort of viral infection, which means he has breathing difficulty. And if you look at this, picture, yesterday I was literally going back and forth of hospital 2-3 times, or at the same time having to do some meeting, having to do some work. Look at my baby. He's in the hospital. So, but I guess that's just the life being a father, being an entrepreneur, being a community owner, and being a trader. There's always a lot of things going on. When you think something is over, something new will pop up. And that's why whenever I have conversation with my students or my wife, I always tell them, for the worst case scenario that you have in mind, whatever worst case scenario you have, triple that. I'm not sure if some of you get it, but basically means if you think today your life can only get so bad, triple that amount. Because normally when things go south, it can triple the difficult situation, and you just have to deal with that. Especially if you're like me, you have a family to support, you got kids, you got wife, you got parents. In Chinese we say we have people below and above to take care. Below means my family, my wife. Above means my parents. You have to work hard, and that's always been some sort of Asian mentality. I'm not sure if it's all Asian, but at least that's what my father taught me since a very young age. My father didn't have the financial ability to study since 12 years old. So since 12 years old, my father has to work multiple jobs in a factory, in manufacturing factory, in a production line, whatever. And my dad started his own company at a very young age as well. And right now my dad is 50 plus years old, 53 years old, and he's still working hard every single day, waking up at 6 o'clock, finishes work at 5-6 p.m. every single day. And that's just something that I learned from my father. You always have to work hard. You always have to believe in whatever you do, you're doing for the family. And of course, in the process, if you're like me, you might lost a bit of self-love. Even for myself, sometimes I'll sit down and say, hey, am I really loving myself? Am I really taking care of myself? Because I can feel like I'm crumbling. I'll tell you all honestly, right now I feel like I'm crumbling, because if you watch one of my videos, I'll link it above. Something happened to my family not long ago, which made me to go back to square one. I won't say the specific reason, but something happened among the family that I have to pull out majority of my funds to help the family. When I thought that was the worst thing can ever happen to me, I posted the video about 2 weeks ago. The topic was the topic was I'm going back to square one. And you see right now my kids is in the hospital 2 kids are sick. My wife is in the hospital taking care of my small boy. Things apparently went even worse. So what can I do? I can't do anything. I can only move forward. So sorry for the messy hair as well. I haven't taken a shower, woke up, do some work within the community, doing some recording, and I just thought of sharing this video to all of you. Right? Not every day's beautiful day, not every day's rainbow. Sometimes you got stormy days. You just have to push through them. And for many of you, if you're watching this, if you're currently having some struggle, you feel like life is about to fall, about to crumple, stay strong, move forward, things will be okay. As a trader, what do we learn the most? Stay flexible, adapt to different situations, move forward, right? So that's it for the video. If you like the video, please don't forget to like and subscribe. I'll talk to you later.